Hey guys, thank you so much for all the well wishes. I am feeling better, but just really tired. I have constant pain. It's sharp pain when I breathe in, but it's not the excruciating, like organ clenching pain that I had before. I'm just tired and I can't wait to have surgery to get this gallbladder out. So enjoy this brief video that I made a couple weeks ago, all about getting your car fixed here in Panama, at least when you live in the interior. It's probably a lot easier in the city where there's car dealers and multiple options for different garages, and you can just go home and wait for your car and then come back. But not an option for me. So I came down to Auto Centro in Coronado to have them look at my car. It was making some noises, like some crunchy, clanky noises on the right hand side front end, and to get an oil change. So I need 2 struts and shocks, and I have to go to the store to buy the parts and then come back and bring them to Auto Centro, and then they'll put them in. So hopefully the auto parts store has the parts in stock. This is part of the process of what you go through in Panama, so I'm on my way there now. This is the store I've been to before for other car parts. It's at the entrance to Gorgona on the Interamericana. Good news is they had the parts. 2 struts, 2 shocks, $132, and now I'm going to go back to Auto Centro and see if they have time to install them. I think they do, and then we'll see how much the labor is. And I just got these done like 2 years ago, but according to the guy here at the parts store and the mechanic, that's about as long as struts and shocks will last in Panama, depending on the roads. You know, I go on a lot of dirt roads, bumpy roads, potholes, and they said that just the Honda CR-V is kind of prone to going through the shocks and struts. It's not too bad waiting for your car to get done at Auto Centro because they have an inside area that's air conditioned where you can wait for your car to get fixed. It's 4 o'clock. I'm tired and I'm hungry, and I'm just gonna leave the mechanic. So I got here at 9, and when I pulled in, he said he had 2 cars ahead of mine for an oil change, and that I could come back at 10 for an appointment to have the oil change. So I come back at 10, and my car is sitting there till like 11:15, and I asked him, you know, like, hey, what about my car? He said 10 o'clock. Yeah, sorry. So my car didn't get on the lift until like 11:30. So if I hadn't left at 9, it probably would have been a little faster. Anyway, so I had to get the parts. I came back, and maybe like 1:30, they started to, you know, put the car parts together, and I'm just leaving now. It's 4 o'clock. It took forever just to get my receipt, and I asked him to give me the name or number of the part that I need because my washing fluid, windshield washer fluid, isn't working. It's just leaking out the bottom. So he just printed out a picture, which doesn't really help me. I wanted, you know, like a number so I make sure that I order the right part, but I'll just take a chance, order it on Amazon, and hope for the best. So I got the new shocks and struts, and I'll just have to come back once I get the part from Amazon for the windshield washer fluid. Here's one reason to move to Panama. This is the cute bird, and I had left like a bunch of bananas out there, and so they were coming to eat, and now they're coming back to the spot, but there's no bananas there anymore. But they come across my patio and are looking just like this, like, hey, there used to be food here, where did it go? Where's the food? So every once in a while I throw a banana out there. But they're really funny because they come marching across the patio now in their little pimp walk. Here, this one's doing it right now. This is our normally very low traffic Ruta 71 main street through town. And note to self, in the future, don't leave the house at carnival time. It was incredibly busy. All the restaurants were packed. No place to pull over, to park, to buy fruit. But it was nice to see people coming into town and enjoying themselves for carnival. I didn't realize this, but El Valle apparently has been getting day tour buses from the cruise ship terminal at the Amador Causeway. I did a video that had the Amador Causeway and the activities that are there, and I think I had a couple pictures of the different cruise ships. Those are new cruise terminals that are there. So people are coming up for day trips from the city. You know, it's probably just part of the excursions that you sign up for when you're on a cruise. This was very cute. The girl that's coming down, you can't see it because she's in the shadows, but before going, she did the sign of the cross, praying for her life to survive the water slide. I grew up in Connecticut, and being out here with this water park kind of reminded me of just those simple pleasures of running through the sprinklers on a hot summer day. You could hear the cicada bugs when it was getting really hot and steamy. I'm back home now, but oh my God, it was so crowded in town. Tomorrow is Carnival, and typically nothing really happens here in El Valle, but they had the water slide set up for the kids. This means we won't have water for the next week or so. It'll be very low pressure. I remember this from years past. And yeah, nice to be home, but it's nice to see everybody come out, enjoy themselves, and today was just beautiful. So I'm gonna water in the garden, feed the birds, and enjoy the last couple hours of sunshine. This is one of those very fun and funny moments in the garden. I'm chasing the chacalacas away from the bird feeding platform. I'm giving the agoutis banana, trying not to scare them off when I scare off the chacalacas. And the smaller birds know that I'm not trying to scare them off. So it's a fun evening in Agouti land. You guys are so playful. Hey, I'm at the recycling center here in El Valle, and I just met Mick, and I'm going to ask her a few questions about what she's doing here, because she's here with a big group and they're helping at the recycling center. All right, so Mick, tell me who you are and what are you doing here?
So I'm Mick. I come from Connecticut in the US. I actually just applied for this job earlier this year with Future Sense Foundation. We are a community service organization that operates out of 7 different hubs globally, and we basically invite volunteers from the UK and Australia, mostly high school or college age groups, to come and help us in the communities that we service for Future Sense Foundation.
That's awesome. So, and you mentioned that you were just in Pedasi, which is in the Los Santos province, yes. And it was very hot there. What did you do there?
Yes, so we just came from Pedasi, where we were actually working towards reforesting the area of Los Santos, because it's actually very agriculturally busy, so that causes a lot of deforestation and a lot of lumber to occur. So we basically transfer saplings and plant seeds in the hopes of creating new forests there for the future.
What a metaphor, what a great metaphor that is, right?
Yeah.
Planting new seeds for the future. And then here, you guys are busy sorting all this recycling. This is amazing.
Yeah, so basically we work here with Samuel, who runs the recycling center. He essentially is a one-man recycling king here. We don't have any kind of recycling system here. There's no trucks, there's no recycling bins. So it's really community dependent. We have to depend on the people individually to either bring their own garbage or walk here, but a lot of people don't have transportation, which results in a lot of people actually burning their garbage, which does not help the atmosphere. So we're here trying to combat that with our volunteers and give them some manpower.
So what did you study in school for someone who might be interested in, doing some travel and outreach for communities? What did you kind of study?
Yeah, so
was it related to
yes,
this?
Yeah, I majored in international relations and Hispanic studies. So I was very interested in traveling and also community outreach and activism, as well as using my Spanish skills to help the community.
Oh my gosh, your Spanish is probably light years better than
getting
mine.
Better every day.
I'm only doing Duolingo and I've lived here 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, so
well,
yeah.
It's good to be practicing out here in the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And are you guys getting to do anything fun?
Yes, absolutely. So in Pedasi, we actually took some folklore dancing lessons. So we all got to try on the traditional dresses, and the men got to try on the traditional sombrero pintados, and we got to try the different dances. We've also painted the Diablico Sucio masks that you'll see.
Oh, yeah.
They're very typical in Los Santos province. So we've done that. We also hiked La India Dormida the other day, which is a very famous mountain here in El Valle. Yeah, we've done lots of interesting cultural activities to try to break up the hard but exciting work that we're doing.
Yeah, and you have a logo there on
Yes.
the bag,
so,
right?
All of our visitors here, our volunteers, have been given these tote bags because we're also using sustainable materials, trying not to use single-use plastics. So this is our logo here for Future Sense, and on the other side we have our partner company, which is Challenges Abroad, which is actually the company that my volunteers come from.
Cool. So I'll get some details from you. I can share that on the YouTube description.
Absolutely.
So people can look you up.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.